biographies, and I like watching James Bond movies. Now, that means that you've actually thought about the answer. It's much, much better than saying, I like listening to music, reading books, and watching movies. If you like a variety of different kinds of music, which, to be honest, I do, I like listening to all kinds of music from jazz through to pop, through to rock. I like reading fiction books of all types, and I particularly enjoy watching adventure movies. Action-adventure movies. That was the word I was looking for. Action-adventure movies. So there you go. But the trick here when you are doing an English interview is you must think differently. Let me give you an example. A friend of mine went for a job interview to a large Korean company, and he arrived there, and it turned out there was 400 different people going there for interview for just 2 jobs. Now, in the English interview, I would say that 399 students gave the same boring answer, and I'm sorry, but it really is boring to be hearing 399 times the same answer. My friend, fortunately, gave different answers, and he passed his English interview very, very easily. So, the trick: think differently. Don't give standard textbook answers. Let's just give you a few little tips here. Do not say too much about your friends and family. Now, I've already mentioned this. Remember, the interview is about you, not your family or your friends. The interview is about you. We all know that you probably do have or have had a mother and father. Your family or friends, well, again, your friends, you don't need to say, my friends and I do this, my friends and I do that. If I was interviewing you, to be frank with you, I don't care. What I want to know is about you. What do you do? Also, try to have 3 or 4 different hobbies. As I mentioned before, very important to try and have a physical hobby, such as golf, jogging, climbing mountains, hiking, something like that. Very, very, very important. Okay, right, I think it's now time to move on to this week's website of the week. I've done enough talking for a moment, so let's just take a quick break as we listen to our website of the week, music. Okay, this week's website of the week is www.fancorp.com. Yes, indeed, this is the home of Fancorp FES training. Now, the reason this week's website of the week is Fancorp's website, or let me get this right, Fancorp English Solutions website, is if you go to our website, you'll be able to download our company brochure. Also, there is a download section on our website where you can download tips and tricks and English exercises that are really important. In particular, I believe there are some interview questions, telephone sheets, quite a lot of stuff on the download page. So go check it out. That's www.fancorp.com. And of course, download our online PDF file brochure to see exactly what Fancorp can do for you. Fancorp English Solutions, or FES Training, can do for you. So this week's website of the week is www.fancorp.com. Okay, let's move on to interview questions number 2. A standard question that you might get is, how would your friends describe you? And this is a really, really good question. Not really a trick question, just a very good question. Again, it's designed to see if you can actually report in third person rather than I like, he likes, she likes. So let's have a look and see a standard answer. Ooh, good question. It's always a good way to do that. And it also makes you sound natural. A native English speaker isn't just going to go straight out, my friends would describe me as blah, 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 because that's not natural English. So, allow a little bit of extra words like, ooh, good question. Where's the next one? Here we go. Well, I think my friends would describe me as a positive person who likes to have fun. They would also tell you that I am hardworking, caring of others, and diligent. Most of all, I am sure they would tell you that I am a good friend. So yeah, how would your friends describe you? Ooh, good question. Well, I think my friends would describe me as a positive person who likes to have fun. They would also tell you that I am hardworking, caring of others, and diligent. But most of all, I am sure they would tell you that I am a good friend. So how would your friends describe you? Again, you don't have to come up with a really, really long answer. Just a nice, simple, short answer. And here's the thing, guys. If you try to give them long answers, then you are definitely going to have problems because you have to remember a lot more English. You can keep your answers short, simple, using very easy English. All that the interviewer is trying to find out is, how good can you hear English? Do you understand English? And can you speak English? You don't have to prove them that you are a native speaker. We know you are not a native speaker. Okay, let's just go through this one more time. How would your friends describe you? Ooh, good question. Well, I think my friends would describe me as a positive person who likes to have fun. They would also tell you that I am hardworking, caring of others, and diligent. Most of all, I am sure they would tell you that I am a good friend. Okay, let's do a little bit of vocabulary. Okay, in our vocabulary section today, let's see. Diligent. I use the word diligent. Diligent means hard-working, very careful about what you do, and you're very precise. You take care about the things that you are doing. So diligent means taking care about the things that you do. Okay. Now, let's just look at some more positive adjectives, because these are really important when you're describing yourself or telling the interviewer about what your friends would think of you. So here's one: positive thinker. Very good one. Positive thinking. I always look at the good side of things. We also have, my friends would describe me as having a lot of integrity. Integrity means I always want to do the right thing, always wanting to do the right thing, and always trying to do the right thing. Honest. I'm sure you all know honest, not telling lies. I am always honest. I don't tell lies. I'm a hard worker. I like working hard. Hard worker. I am a perfectionist. Now this one's a little bit dangerous because in some cases perfectionists are not always positive because they take a long time to do a job. We say excuse me. I am a perfectionist. I can do a perfect job. I want to do a perfect job. And of course, trustworthy. Very important when you're working in a company. Trustworthy means that you can rely on me to do a good job. So trustworthy is a very, very important word to use. So the positive adjectives. I am a positive thinker. I have a lot of integrity. I am honest. I am a hard worker. I'm a perfectionist, and I am trustworthy. Try to use those words in your self-introduction, in the question that they ask you. Tell me about yourself, or how would your friends describe you? So there you go. If you look at the dialogues that we've done today, or the answers to the standard interview questions that we've done today, you'll notice that they're talking about you the person. And when you talk about yourself in an interview, it is very, very, very important that you use positive, clear, precise words. So, some positive adjectives that you might want to use. I am a positive thinker. I have a lot of integrity. I am honest. I am a hard worker. I am a perfectionist. I am trustworthy. Okay, let's move on now to this week's Podcast of the Week.